Remember to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And this is the first part of what if Naruto was the last elemental dragon. And this part is a legend is born. Name is a legend is born. Minato is half lightning dragon, and Kushina's half fire dragon. What they It's just nobody knew about that. They had a son. Also, Naruto does have access to Rinnegan, but first I'm going to explain his dojutsus. He has this light dojutsu. He has this form, which is the light form. All these forms. He has this ice dojutsu. Then Minato is also part Uchiha. So he has access to this, which is a gravity dojutsu, which has the power of gravity. His luck dojutsu. This is like earth and lightning dojutsu put together. Actually, no, that is the lightning dojutsu. Oops. This was the... Actually, no. Is it? Oh, yeah. Now I remember. This is the earth and lightning dojutsu. This is the nature dojutsu. And that's the fire dojutsu. That's the darkness dojutsu. And the water dojutsu. And of course he has his Rinnegan. Because of, all of the power he has is what caused the Rinnegan. Anyways, let's get into this. Naruto was born with all of the stuff goes to canon except he gets 100%. And Donzo says, we skip 4 years later, it's the fox hunt. The villagers have been hunting him for 2 years, as this time it started when he was 2. The fourth had to protect him until he was 4, where he couldn't protect him anymore because the council didn't let him. Over time, his anger built up and built up and built up and built up until one day he could feel his anger build up so much that his anger awakened his fire dojutsu. And he uses one of its strongest moves to yin-yang release flames of everything, which literally have infinite amounts of temperature, and they can only burn the target. And he uses that technique on them. It's the most powerful technique because they have infinite temperature. That's the strongest move of this dojutsu. As well as in the other eye, he supports the 3 Tomoe. I'm just using this as the 3 Tomoe picture, but it's the light dojutsu, just remember that. Anyway, he continues and then he's like, what is this power? And then he stops channeling chakra to his eyes and it deactivates. And he's like, what was that? I'm gonna go and look on it. I can't find anything. We skip 1 year late. We skip a month later. He couldn't find anything about it, but he trains and trains. He didn't tell Hiruzen because he didn't want Hiruzen to tell anyone, because in this, Hiruzen tells a lot of information to the council. So yeah. But then one day, one day Hiruzen was going for a stroll near the training grounds and saw Naruto. And he was training, so he decided to spy on his training. He continued, and then that's when he started using his fire dojutsu, slowly learning to use it better and better. And then he used fire style without hand signs, as whenever he has a certain dojutsu active, it happens. And then he continues to do it. And then he says yin yang. He says eye technique, yin yang release, flames of everything, and these flames that are rainbow, that look like everything and nothing and normal put into normal fire, but not at the same time appear. And he uses and it burns away that thing, but nothing else. And Hiruzen could feel the literal heat, like infinite amounts of temperature, and he didn't understand why it wasn't happening. And he goes to Naruto and asks, "What was that? I know for sure that Minato didn't have that dojutsu. Know what? I need to tell the council about this." And he says, "No, you don't. Fire." He says, "Fire technique. Shackling chains of fire." And basically, he creates chains made of fire. But due to the... And then one day, he's going around, and everyone hates him pretty much. Not quote unquote says is dating him. He hears something. Hinata cheated on him. I'm just gonna say that. And basically, and since he had a spark of hope and it was taken away, as well as his heart is now as solid as stone. He has now awakened this dojutsu, the earth dojutsu, which has the ability to make earth unbreakable metal and such, and the lightning part of it allows him to run lightning through it, making a perfect killing device. It's one of the more powerful ones, but it isn't the most powerful. The most powerful of all of them is the dark dojutsu. I'm just gonna say that. He uses this dojutsu on that and I'm gonna say it was with Kiba. He leaves the village to go because he goes rogue. And may I add, by now he's gonna go rogue when he gets. We skip to the day of the bell test. No one knows about his dojutsus except for his only friend, which is the only person who truly understands him right now, currently, and that's Sasuke, because Sasuke and him get along just fine. He's literally the only nice person to Naruto. And Naruto says, "I'm going to..." Now he gets to be a Genin, and he says, and he goes to Hiruzen along with Sasuke, as Sasuke knows he's going to leave, and he wants to leave as well to gain more power. And Naruto is willing to help him. He has not told him about the dragon or anything, because he knows about the dragon stuff. He just doesn't want to tell anyone, or especially Sasuke, because he's afraid that Sasuke, his only friend, will leave him. So yeah, but he promised him that you would help him get stronger. And yeah, they both said, "We are going rogue," in front of the literal Hokage, and they slashed their headbands. And Naruto bought Flying Thunder Gods because he has made his own version that works with this dojutsu, which he activated, where his chakra has been, he's able to teleport to. So he teleports to the farthest place he's been from the leaf, which is the sand. Also, he did visit the sand a lot as a kid, because I'm gonna say that Gaara was half sand dragon, and by the way, or magnet dragon, which by the way, a magnet dragon is a mixture of the earth dragon, lightning dragon, and basically the earth dragon and the lightning dragon. The lightning dragon is made the electromagnetic field. The earth dragon part is what's cute. Basically, it's a mixture of lightning and earth, so he could technically use magnet release through his lightning and earth as well to use sand, like Gaara, but he doesn't. Him and Gaara are friends, and Gaara says, "Hello." He senses Naruto and says, "Wait, that couldn't be," because they haven't seen each other for roughly since he was 4, because he hasn't been able to leave the village since Hiruzen learned of his dojutsu, which was around a month later. He hasn't been able to leave the village, so he left the village, so he hasn't seen him in a while, and he goes to him and says, "Oh, it really is you, Naruto, welcome back." Also, by the way, since he has lightning release, he also has access to this dojutsu just like Naruto, but not fully. This is a dojutsu based off of luck. basically he'll awaken that later, but still. He says, I'm a rogue nin from Leaf. Can we join your village? He says, sure, let me go by, actually no. Would you like to join us in, no, I'm gonna make it so that Gar goes rogue. They go rogue and they all decide that they're gonna make their own village that will have, and that they're gonna kill all the Jinjuriki, and they're gonna have the part of import of and they're gonna have each be a one of the Kage, and all the other Jinjuriki are gonna be the council. As Naruto, well, he also is part time dragon. Time is a mixture of light, dark, energy, and nature dragons. They allowing him to control time and so on. So he fast forwards time to when we get all the Jinjurikis. They all get their memories, and then what they do is they all make and he says, I called you all here today to tell you we're making our village. I want you to be the council. This is gonna be only for Jinjurikis, and this is gonna be where I leave it off.